Good morning, children. We will discuss in this class refraction through the glass prisms. Refraction through the glass prism. So, first of all, we should learn what is prism and what are the properties of prism and how the refraction will be takes place inside the prism and what are the different positions or parts inside the prism and what is by refraction, what is meant by refraction and what are the processes involves while the refraction will be takes place we will learn in this class. Actually, prism, what is a prism? We will discuss. Prism is a transparent material. A prism is a transparent material which is having two refractive surfaces. So this is the definition of the prism. A prism is a transparent material which is having two refractive surfaces. If you go on drawing the prism, it looks like this. A prism like this. A, B, C. If you see this, A, B, C. In here, BC is base of the prism. Base of the prism. And AB and AC. AB and AC are called refractive surfaces. Two refractive surfaces of the prism. Two refractive surfaces of the prism. The prism will be like this. Are you seeing clearly? A prism is a transparent material which is having two refractive surfaces on either side of the prism. That means AB and AC are two refractive surfaces. So inside this we will observe now what is the incident ray and refracted ray, emergent ray, what is the angle of the prism and how the refraction will be takes place inside the prism. We can see inside this. Actually, the lenses are made with the prisms. The lenses are made with the prisms. First, we'll see this the different parts, geometrical parts inside the prism. If a light ray is incident, an incident ray PQ is incident on a surface, AB surface of the prism, and you can write QR and RS. So PQ is an incident ray and QR is a refracted ray and RS is the emergent ray inside the prism. If you observe here, PQ is incident ray. That means you can call as angle of I, and QR is a refracted ray, angle of refractions, and RS is the emergent ray. Emergent ray. RS is the emergent ray. So while the light ray incident on the surface of the prism, it takes twice refraction while it coming out of the prism. Once again, when the light ray is entered on the surface of the prism, it can twice refracted when it comes out of the prism from the either side of the prism. So here we will see that where it can refract and how two types. For example, PQ is an incident ray which is a AB side. It can be refract to other side when it comes out, isn't it? So here and here it can take twice the refraction inside the surface of the prism. So when the light ray incident here, it can the refracted ray. This is the QR is the refracted ray. The refracted ray bends towards the normal. Bends towards the normal. When the light ray entering from A to denser medium, this is the rarer medium and denser medium, the light ray will bend towards the normal. Bends towards the normal. We will draw a normal here. See, it bends towards the normal. And when the ray comes out of the prism, when it comes out of the prism, the emergent ray, the ray which is moves away from the normal, away from the normal. For example, it can be named N1 normal 1, N2 and N3. So if you observe once again, the incident ray when entered inside the denser medium or inside the prism, the refracted ray moves towards the normal. When it leaves the prism, exit means comes out of the prism, it can move away from the normal. This is the emergent ray which can be moves away from the normal. So here, if you extend this, we can get the rays. Actually, it should travel like this, and can extend this back. This can call as angle of deviation. Angle of deviation, and this angle of the prism. Angle of the prism A. A is the angle of the prism, and here R1 and R2 are the two refracted rays of the prism. R1 is the refracted ray of the ray inside the prism. Inside the prism, the refracted ray which is incident inside the prism. The incident ray which is refracted inside the prism is R1. R1 is the refracted ray which is incident inside the prism. Inside the prism. And R2 is the refracted ray which is outside of the prism. When leaving the prism is the R2. So angle of prism A is equal R1 plus R2. Angle of prism A is equal R1 plus R2. Angle of refracted ray which is inside the prism, and angle of refracted ray which is outside the prism, both will be gives the angle of the prism, and the deviation when the refracted rays which is incident will be goes when entering entering outside the prism, which will be the ray which is called as angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. The angle of deviation and the angle of refracted ray inside the prism and the angle of refracted ray outside the prism and angle of the prism A having the relation A plus D is equal A plus D is equal I plus E. That means the relation between angle of the prism, angle of deviation, and angle of incident ray, angle of emergent ray. These are these. A is the angle of the prism, and D is the angle of deviation, and I is the angle of incident ray. E is the angle of emergent. E is the emergent ray, and I is the angle of incidence. I is the angle of incident. This relation will give us to find the angle of deviation by using this. The relation between angle of prism, deviation, angle of deviation, angle of incident, and angle of emergent ray. So once again, if it goes through this prism, these are the main features. First one, prism is a transparent material which is having two refractive surfaces. If he goes this, ABC is a prism, which is a BC is called base of the prism, and AB and BC are two refractive surfaces of the prism. As I already said, the ray, light ray, which is incident on any surface of the prism, when it leaves from prism to the other air medium, once again it can be refracted. That means when the light ray enters into the prism and when leaves outside the prism, it can be refracted twice. That means a refracted ray which is having two times refracts, which is inside the prism and outside the prism. And I said already, AB and AC are two refractive surfaces of the prism. AB and AC are the two refractive surfaces. And next, PQ, as I already said, a ray of incident, and QR is the refracted ray, and RS is the emergent ray. RS is the emergent ray. R1 and R2 are the refracted rays inside the prism, which is incident ray, and R2 is the refracted ray, which is the angle of emergent. And then the minimum deviation, which is A is equal, angle of prism is equal R1 plus R2, the refracted rays of these two which is inside the prism and outside the prism. That means A is equal to R1 plus R2, and the relation between angle of the prism and deviation, angle of incident, and angle of emergent is nothing but A plus D is equal I plus E. That means angle of prism, deviation, incident angle, angle of emergent. As already said, the prisms are made with, the lenses are made with prisms which are having the refractive properties. That we will see in the next class.